Come on. Deadpool, come here. Come. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a boy, and we are live. Oh, yeah, I know. You really want that tree, don't you? Good crunch. Good crunch. Yeah, people want to hear that crunch. Good boy. Deadpool says hi. You have summoned him with your Deadpool faces. Good job, everybody. He's very good. He's a good boy. Oh, hi. Hi. Do you have something on your tummy? No? Oh. You feeling better, buddy? He was very, very sick for a little bit. We took him to the vet, but he's gonna be okay. He did have some awful gas, though. Holy moly, he woke me up with one of his farts. It was a doozy. Okay, how is everybody? Ray, good to see you, glad to have you. Reminder, no spoilers. Thank you, Ray. V, good to see you, glad to have you. Bean, lolly ho. Finally get the thumbnail updated. Yeah. Yes, now it's got all the moderators and everyone on it. It's awesome. If you want the DP at the start, everyone's summoned. Jade, Bling, good to see you, glad to have you both. I'm gonna go giving the star mobs what they deserve. Repose and lost death, so if anyone needs fragments or gil. My main thing is I'm gonna be trying to get one of the last notes I need. So I'm going to be helping people who are just first walking into it for the first time, obviously, for a little bit. If you don't know what you need to do for Bozja, in order to unlock it, right now we have a list of all the to-do things in video form over in the Discord. You can go check that out. Alternatively, there's plenty of other places on the YouTubes and elsewhere. But you need to have Evilly's complete, which you should, as we've done that multiple times with you guys. And many of you at least. We will need to do... Then there's a prerequisite quest that you start basically, I believe, in the Hingen... I don't know if it goes out of the Hingen Enclave, or the Doman Enclave. Hingen Enclave. But I'd probably pick it up in a Hingashi or somewhere. I'm sure I'll be corrected. But so that will get you to, and you go through a first story bit. That's really cool. The story bit's really cool. So I highly recommend doing it, even if you're not necessarily going to join us right away. But for those of you who are going to be joining us who haven't been to Bozja, buddy, what are you doing? There's no treats for you. I know, you're very cute. For those of you who have joined us before, you will, or those of you who have been in it already, we're gonna probably have different things that we'll do, and we'll figure that all out. So glad he's gonna be okay. Yep. Alright, everyone's talking about buddy. Wait, that's me. You're lucky I can't bring my bun bike to taunt you. Ray, why? I've been working on it for 2 years. I've literally leveled multiple jobs just doing only one critical engagement over and over again to try and get it. Or whatever the fates are called. Directions unclear, accidentally caused a calamity. I'm assuming you're in the middle of the Bozjan thing, re-experiencing the Bozjan event, or the Bozjan, what was it called? The Bozjan incident. That's what it's called. Okay, so I'm gonna hop into voice now for you guys, or whoever would like to join me in voice. Go ahead and get in general chat, and I will bring you into the stream over on the Discord. I'll go ahead and look for you guys. Okay, let's bring the bean in. Oh. We lost the bean. Oh. Oh, you guys are all going into general, that's why. What's the best way to move you guys? Can I just, like, physically move you? I can just physically move you. I am a god! Watch this. I am a god amongst men. I can just pull you there, and I'll pull you there. And ooh, well, look at that. We'll put it there. Now you're in stream. Oh, and YouTube. This is a very silly thing to be, Oh, there's Jade. Click and drag, yep. Talking about the two-seater, is it that hard? Decoy is not hard, it's just infuriating, because there's no pity mechanic for the notes, and so some of them will only spawn under certain conditions that can take anywhere from like 10 minutes to an hour to happen, and then that's your one chance to do it, and if you do everything perfectly, you might get a like 10% chance that it'll drop. So I have been doing this one note about one night a week for about an hour or two for about 2 years and still haven't seen it. Some people I know literally got it on their first attempt. There just needs to be a pity system is the problem. Xian, good to see you, glad to have you.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Oh, get fucked, Bling. And I will only treat you so cruelly because you treat me so cruelly. Okay,
Me
so...
treat you cruelly? No, never.
He
Friendship.
treats you cruelly.
Okay, before we get into the making fun of Elio part of the event, who here has been to Bozjan at all?
I've gone to the second area on map. That's why I asked how far we're going with Bozja.
The second area is in the second part of Bozja, yes. or isn't that? Okay, cool.
Zadnor, yes.
Yeah, Willow's like me, has 7 weps. Yeah, Jade, no shit. Jade, I bet you could tell me all about how to use lost actions appropriately. Willow, we missed you too. Thank you for hopping in. Boss fight. Last night was the Dalriada raid. It took me 50 runs. The Dalriada raid took me like 20 plus runs, but the thing is that I was doing it during like when things were live, so that I didn't mind doing the Dalriada over and over and over again. But this, like, if I could just do this critical engagement every like 10 minutes and I just had to show up, that'd be fine. But okay, I'm gonna take our group here right now that we have straight to the Enclave because. I think everyone in our group currently should be.
No, who would ever have the Dome and Enclave unlocked?
Okay, Bean's on the DB quest. Yeah, no worries, V. I remember you telling me you were at like your brother's birthday or something. Jade, in general, I just think of you... Like, look, Jade, you're the sort of person who goes into our general chat as like, lol, I'm doing DSR in Party Finder. So I just assume you know what you're doing most of the time. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, if you have it unlocked, everything to go, you go here, you go to the Dome and Enclave, and then you go to Gangoose. Or Gangos. I'm gonna join, but I see it's a full party. Oh, no, Xion, we'll start a second party. Don't you worry. We're just making a party here. We're probably going to get 2 parties going over time unless people bail out. We can also try to team up. What we'll do right now is we'll focus on getting people here. Delibrum Regine activates what? After the end of the second part? Right?
Yes? I think it's been a minute.
Okay, well, I'm going to toss it. That's the Goose Game we need, a sequel we need, Gangoose. Okay, let me pull up. Let me tweak some of your guys' volume real quick. Okay, bring Bling down a little bit.
Oh, I am capable of talking on voice. It's just we have background issues, noise issues sometimes, so I keep it muted.
No worries. I appreciate you being mindful of that more than anything. Yukio. Are you coming? I'm online, but I'm not even meta level 10. That's fine. We have other people. We can level people. So the thing is, while I'm here, if I'm not helping someone, the main thing I'm going to be doing is being in Zone 2, farming the same event over and over and over again to try and get my goddamn note. In loading hell? Okay, no worries. I just wanted to make sure that you had at least completed things enough that you could get in. Yeah, no worries, Bean. I mean, like, also, here's the reality, too, is, like, not having a whole bunch of people all talking over each other is probably for the best. Deadpool, hi. Can I help you? He's just staring at me, longingly. Kirlea, good to see you, glad to have you. And remember, if you'd like to join us, you absolutely can. We will get a second party started. If we need to do that, Bean or V, do either of you guys have a preference for trying to send one of you guys out? Started some new meds yesterday, so fingers crossed. Yeah, here's to open Bean.
I can swap over to Malk since I have pretty much everything locked up to that point.
Oh, yeah, cool. So we may do that once we get maybe 1 or 2 people interested in joining in.
Yeah, because V doesn't really know much.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're doing, so I'd rather not leave. Yeah, no worries. And then Bean's stuck on DB, which is, you can know what you're doing, but still. Summit, good to see you, glad to have you. Whoops, the one time I actually be here on time, I forgot the start time. No worries, Summit. Actually, if that's the case, Bling, you want to go ahead and hop over?
Yeah, I'll drop real quick.
Sounds good. Yukio, are you still loading? Out of curiosity, is your Ethernet in fact just like two men making like a Morse code over like over the waves? Sounds good, Kiralea. Summit, Kiralea, and Shion, you guys will be able to join with Bling. Cursed
Yeah, boy.
Windows. I don't think that has anything to do with Windows, Yukio. Have you fed your hamsters? Because like I run on Windows. I don't think that's the problem. Unless you're saying that like literally it's crashing. I joined a farm party. Good. Oh, I see. You're saying you joined a farm party while already in there, Shion? Well, just in, yeah. Tip the carrier pigeons. Well, in the meantime, why don't I explain this for people who don't know already? Because there's a super secret tip. Well, it's not super secret, but there's a tip I want you guys to know. So when you come in here, if you haven't done Bozjan before, you go through a bunch of quests where you get to see Sid. You get to see the Bozjan incident, which is a famous historical event that happened during, basically, not during 1.0, but during like that period of history at the end of the 6th Astral Era. And we've known about it since maybe 1.0? I know at least 2.0. But one thing I want you to know is that this is how you get the relic weapons for Shadowbringers. So you can unlock a whole bunch of them. You can unlock all of them. One of the things you can do is you can pick up the quest from Zlatan. Why this is important is that if you go into your thing, if you pick up these quests and you hold on to them, having these quests in your inventory makes it so that when you do certain things like your daily roulettes or alliance roulettes or whatever, you'll get some of the components needed in order to get your relic weapons. So I have almost all the items for all the relic weapons and Shadowbringers, and I only tried to even get one. Are you gonna do squats with the boys in the corner? Is there are the boys doing squats in the corner? Oh, there they are. Okay, Yukio, I may go ahead and just send you, I may disband you and I may throw you over into Bling's party if you're needing to restart, because I'm assuming at this point you're just crashing. No? I don't understand. The guy said I needed a weapon already equipped. So how do I start? You should be able to get one from the, doing the beginning of the quest, or picked up a quest that needs a scale powder. Yeah, if you have scale powder, you get with tomestones. Thavnarian scale powder. You may have to, yeah, go to, I forget what the order of operation is for other people earlier on. Yeah, okay, Yuki, I'm gonna send you with Bling's group.
Alright, I'll drop them.
Yeah, Bling, if you wanna...
Yeah, I already dropped.
If you want to also go into voice into like general or party.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool, thanks. First weapon quest giver gives you the scale powder free. Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get gun. For everyone in this group, everyone that's in my group. Oh, and let me see, is there anyone who's in voice who needs to be brought into our group? If you are in, if you would like to be in my group, I believe, what, Jade, are you in here? Yeah, Jade's in here. Alara, if you would like to be in voice with us, you can go into party 1 in our chat and I'll bring you in. Or for fuck's sake, my old relic weapon that I need to start quest is in my retainer. Oh no! It's Rowena, of course. The first taste is free, and then you have to pay. What else is new? Okay, for the people that are in my group, who are in my party, does anybody here only able to do... Oh, okay. We have at least one person who's brand new? Oh, so V, you haven't at all? Okay, cool. That's fine. We can work with that. So we're gonna we'll go through Southern Encampment for a little bit, and then once we get V up, we'll be heading into Old Bozja. Oh, sorry, the quest I need is in the Orphaned Ruins. It's up in the 3rd section, so we're definitely gonna have to do Regine with some of you guys. But yeah, V, go ahead and do any of the conversation and talking you need to do. For the rest of us, yeah, V, let me know when you're good to be able to run into the environment. Gonna go get all some fragments. Let me know if you need heals, Reds. Yeah, well, sounds good, Jade. There should be some quest stuff that you need to do. You think I'm ready? Okay, cool. Then we're going to be heading straight into the first section here. We're going to go to Unrest for the Wicked. So basically to start, this is just a giant war zone V. Anytime you see these pink things, we're going to be doing those. And then basically every so often a red thing will pop up and we're going to do that, which will be basically like a mini trial. And basically everyone signs up for that trial and then gets thrown into it together. Still going through the prereqs myself. Yeah, no worry, Des. Once you get it done, we'll figure out what we'll do. There's some barrier. Yeah, okay, if there's a barrier, then there is a quest you need to do. Make sure to talk to the people. One thing you can say about the Bozjan battle music is it's dope as fuck. Okay, V. Who is in the second group? Blingster. Bling, if you want to, in chat, let people know where you're hanging out. I'm assuming at the tea tree. Yeah, we'll watch out for the red chocobos. Right, she needs to get the medal up in order to get further, but she can't. She said there's a barrier. She can't even get out of the entrance. V, you did the quest where you see the Bozjan incident, right? Like, you did the quest where you go into Sid's memories. Like, I don't know if it'll, like, let me invite you in because you're in a party, but, like, you can't unless you do that. Oh, okay, there was a purple quest? Okay. Purple? Wait, purple quest? Oh, blue, okay, cool. I was just about to say, is that, like, did they add a new symbol? Okay, on to the next one. We're probably not gonna make it in time, but we'll try. Can you move me, Elio? Yeah, move you to what? Ah, yes. I skipped cutscenes, so maybe I should have listened. Yeah. Yeah, here, I'll go ahead. Let me move Alara first. God, I love my drag and drop powers of godhood. Okay. V, I'm coming to you just to give you a ride, just in case. Or actually, do you still have stuff you're doing? Here, I'm gonna throw up a mouse. Okay, just go ahead and try looking up on the internet. Just like go onto the Wikipedia. Just go on, go Google through it to start with. Where is... Gage, good to see you, glad to have you. Just grinded it a bit this week. Now I'm stuck on Deliberate Reginate. Well, hey, Bean is stuck on Reginate too. We were gonna all do that. Okay, everyone, you want to go to your resistant recruitment and you go register for the final furlong. Or actually, I guess. Oh, wait.
Only the party.
Oh, because it's map 2. We can't do it because of B. No, it's I can do it because I'm party leader, but we can't do it because of B. For now, sure, but it shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a whole bunch you have to worry about. We'll pick you back up in a second. Here, I'm pulling up Google to figure it out. Things are actually pretty lively here. That's nice. I'm working on it. I'm running, Jade. I'm running. Oh, it's at Rulger's Reach that you pitch up the Bozjan instance, which makes sense because you would pick it up from... You'd pick it up from Sid. So, V, have you done Where Eagles Nest? You can go to your quest log and you can check what the last quest you completed was. I guess you're not in my party, so there's not an easy way for you to tell me. Remember, you don't have to commence right away, so you can finish up whatever little fate you're on. You just have to commence before the time runs out. Oh, that's a good Kern. What's a good Kern doing here? Oh, right, because it's Deguza's henchman, because he's got a whole bunch of different people. Okay, I'm commencing, because I don't want to risk that. Okay, it's been a long time since I've done anything but only the ones I know. Or only the ones I've been doing on repeat. Oh, this one's not that bad. So, basically your goal here is to survive and win. Each one of these has its own mechanics, and the better you do them, the more likely you are to get their notes, I believe. But as long as you do, as long as you do enough damage, heal enough, you'll, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine with, we got a lot of healers on toe. V, have you solved your problem? You can always message me, pass me a message on Discord. I managed to jump into both of his attacks there. Sorry, let me pull up the YouTube chat. Oh, I got the YouTube chat.
I was talking to you in stream, but yes, apparently the quest was not being tracked, which is why I couldn't figure out which NPC I needed to talk to, and he's up on a tiny little ledge. I figured it out, but I'm not in your party anymore. So.
Boz's a little quirky. Yeah, I'll pick you up in just a bit here. Okay, catching up on YouTube chats. Is Mal gonna be part of our group? I'm not sure if Mal wanted to join us or not. They were in our group, and then they left. Lore note, the red chocobos were bred by Thavnarian alchemists to enhance their aggressive qualities. It worked too well and ended up making the meteor nightmares that we know of. Wizak, good to see you, glad to have you. I think you have to complete some part of all the Storm Below and trace to unblock Bozjan. Yeah, we already went over that. Yeah. Do you have access? Okay, you're just helping V. Kirale. I have Bozjan unlocked, but I don't remember how to get back in. You go to the Doman Enclave, and then you go to the boatman over there, and he takes you to Genghis. Yeah, Ray gotcha.
Can you invite me once I'm like in the instance, or is it weird because this is like a dude?
I can. I just can't because I'm in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, that question was more just curiosity than anything.
Yeah, you can definitely form parties while you're in here. Bring the zombie hands into the center. Also, Willow is playing one-handed, so Willow may go down to quite a few times. Give Willow a break. Oh, sure, I get a note on that. Okay, let me invite you now, V. There we go. Okay. Now, V, we're basically all we're gonna do is in map 1, we're gonna do those pink event things, and that's gonna get you metal. Metal you use to level up, and then over time you eventually use it to trade in for proofs of metal, which are these little permanent buffs you get while in Bozja. You don't get any metal from killing regular mobs, right? I feel like I should know that for sure, but I feel like I forgot. Okay, solo things here? Yeah, absolutely you can solo things here. They scale based on how many people are around. They don't scale great, but they do scale. But the enemies you could like 1v1 for sure. The like events, it depends. Some of them yes, some of them no. Some of them yes, but you don't want to because they're slow as all hell. I join if not groups. Random people going around is just easier in groups. I'm not sure I follow Wiz, but either way, we have 2 groups going. If you're welcome to join if you'd like. Oh, you were Mal. That's why Bling. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm just juggling a lot at the moment. Thanks, Bling. Yeah, Bling is over hanging out in Gengos. So if you want to join in and you want to be part of a party, you can just go join Bling. Ah, okay. We're not going to do the castrum because we've got Bean needs to do Deliberum. Does anybody else either in the chat or in this group need to do Deliberum? V doesn't yet, obviously, because V still needs to complete Zone 1. But V, once you complete Zone 1, when you go to Zone 2, there's a little, like, well, not little, but like a big dungeon thing that we all have to do together. Willow needs to? Okay, cool. So we got a couple. Cool. Good job. And then Jade is just going to be... Jade's just awesome. Is going to be going around killing mobs, which will give you Bozjan clusters. Bozjan clusters you can use to buy a bunch of like fun rewards, hairstyles, and stuff like that. You get it just by killing regular, normal guys. The other thing is if you kill regular, normal guys, you spawn events. So for instance, if we want to spawn more of those pink events, what you can do is just kill normal enemies. Oh, these are going to give fragments from star mobs. Okay. Cool. So these are going to be even better. We're going to make a bunch of gil thanks to Jade, because Jade's awesome. Oh, did one spawn? Our party, would you please come on meet? We're trying to we want to kill mobs right now. If there's no one up, we don't want to leave zone 1 because we want to spawn things so that V can get metal, because she won't be able to get metal from other zones. Go to Fate? Yep, okay, just spawned. We just got one that just spawned. And here we go. Jade, when you farm those, like obviously Bozjan clusters pop up with a notice that you got one. Do those pop up or do those just like appear in our inventory? Show the little Bozjan card. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Wiz, we went over that earlier. Thanks, though. The group disbanded? No, our group didn't disband. We kicked you just because like you were having the computer troubles. You can go join Bling's group. He's over in Gangoose. I'm invincible! 2 white mages, an ass, and a sage. I only die if you allow it. That one red mage! Hey, good to see you, glad to have you! If you want to come join us, right now we have 2 groups going in Bozja. We're gonna do Deliberum Regine a little bit here after we get V leveled up. If you enjoy the stream and aren't a member of our Discord, why not come join us at https://discord. Alright guys, I think I missed the GG /Eorzean archives. I forgot that part. Also, Bozja is a great way to get XP. If you have any job that's level 71 or higher, you can get a lot of XP while farming other things in it. So, I have leveled my Gunbreaker literally from 80 to now 88, I believe, doing nothing but Bozja. And when it was like current content, I leveled multiple jobs from 71 to 80. Pretty much all of my DPS jobs. John, good to see you, glad to have you. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put rarities on the field notes needs to be punched in the nose. Honestly, I don't even think it's the rarities that's the problem. The problem is a pity system. If the notes had a pity system, there would be no problem. If you could spend 999 Bozjan coins to buy a note that you weren't getting, it would be fine. Like, as someone who has spent 2 years trying to get a single note, like one, I have lost my sanity long ago. That would solve it so much better. I think it's fine to have ones that are rare and have it kind of be a fun, cool thing that it drops or whatever. But that there's no pity system is what drives me crazy. Okay, we don't... So, just so everyone understands, we can't go past Olana's stand because V can't do that yet. We have to do things in Southern Entrenchment. When there's not any... when there's none of the Fates up... I know they have a different name, but when there's none of them up, you basically are going to go look for places where you see Garlean weapons, and you're going to kill those because it'll help spawn another one. Waiting on pizza. If I'm not too held up, I'll come over. Would love to have you. Roders, Deathclaws, Nimrods, and Slashers. Thank you. Yeah, so basically literally the ones we're killing right now. Oh, critical engagement spawned. Perfect. Thank you, Lara, for keeping a much better eye on this than I am. So critical engagements, right, are the ones that you have to sign up for. Yes. So is that's not critical engagement. What is that then? Nah. Also, note that the enemies in Bozja will chase you much longer than normal enemies. I'm sorry, does someone have the answer to my question?
Yeah, that's not the fate or whatever it's called. Not a CD.
See, they will chase you quite far. Jade, which are the rare ones you're looking for, by the way? The ones that are the most valuable? Violence? Right, oh, of course. So for those who don't know, there's a system in Bozja, it exists in Eureka as well, but only later on, called like lost actions. Basically, you get these little crystals and you trade those in, and when you trade them in, you get different skills that you can equip. So right now I have some basic bitch ones. I have Lost Bubble and Lost Cure. Lost Bubble increases the HP of myself or target by 30%. So I'm gonna use that on all you guys. But then the other one I have is basically I have the ability to cast a Cure, which is nice if you're a tank and you don't have a lot of sustain, and you're doing crazy, stupid shit. Speaking of, let me actually cast that on you guys real quick. Oh. Okay, cool. Basically back to killing enemies. So the two best locations to kind of like default to right now are right here, right over by the T and entrenchment. And then there's up in the north western corner, there's a good place to kill a bunch of guys that will spawn in the vent. Clockwork, good to see you, glad to have you. Excited to see Bozja content. Good. Well, if you'd like to join us, we have two groups going right now. Bling is running the other one. So you're more than welcome to join. Oh, V is viewing a cutscene. I'm assuming they're returned and have access to leveling up, so. In the meantime, just basically keep farming these things. Keep farming these things to get critical fates going. I'm also devoted to trying to get a run of DB before the end of the stream, so I think even if we're a little bit behind by 5:30, I'm going to try to at least get one going then. My hope is that I think we can get there relatively quickly. Should be able to, anyways. I'm on the wrong day, Sarah, and trapped in AR by my own lunacy, but thanks for the invite. No worries. Well, we'll love to have you in the future. since Ray Ray isn't here currently, and Ray Ray loves to mock me over the fact that she got the bun bike, does anybody else have the bun bike and want to mock me relentlessly? I thought I'd cheer her on in spirit. Is that sad face, Jade, you being in the same pool as me? Or is that in the, you could mock me, but you're choosing not to? Oh, we got a critical engagement up. Probably faster to kill these guys than to try and book it, so let's go ahead and do that. No, I don't get notes, yeah. Which ones are you missing? A lot, yeah. If I ever get a chance to interview Yoshi P, I shit you not, more than lore questions, the biggest thing I have is I want to ask him, can we get a retroactively get a pity system for Bozja? Because it's just ridiculous. Like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad when it was live and current, and now it's bad. Also, healers, if you didn't know, there's an achievement for rezzing people. So if you want to get your achievement for having, like, for getting, like, whatever it is, like 1,000 rezzes or something, Bozja's a wonderful place to get that achievement. Anytime you see that blank bar, just get him on up.
I think Elio's asking you to let him die over and over again.
Look, I have 2 charges of Aurora for a reason. Oh, I guess I only have 1 at this level. Look, I have Aurora for a reason. Is there also one for Bozja specifically? Oh, interesting. Anyone know, Southern Encampment ends at what, level 6 is when you can move on? Oh, actually, I messed up. I probably should have stayed over there, but that's fine. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we're going to do this the better way. Or actually, we just got that one, so we should farm this once we get to top. Don't mind me. I'm just changing my mind 3 different times in about 20 seconds. Those give good spells? Nice. Oh, hello. Here we go. As you will notice quite frequently, I am not particularly playing optimally in any sense of the word. But that is because it's Bozja and everything is a clusterfuck. Here's my question. Does anybody here like Bozja? Like, like a lot. You love it? Jay, that's interesting to me because you love hard content too. So what is it that you love about it? I used to till I overdid it. Yeah, that sounds like most people I know. DSR is fun. I love min-maxing. I guess if you love min-maxing as the fundamental thing, then yeah, that can make sense why Bozja, because they're even just min-maxing the farming. Jade, I just gotta run all the ultimates with you at some point. My problem is that I have... The problem is I gotta find people who are, like, willing to go as hard as me, because, like, I'm interested in, like, going hard, learning fast, and, like, getting shit down, you know? And it's not even like, oh, people aren't skilled enough. It's more like not everybody wants that fucking stress. Umino, how did you even find us? Also, Umino, if you want to join us, I can put you in our voice chat. You just have to join into party 1 in the Discord. I like to think, Umino, that actually you were just secretly, like, hiding, like just happened to be in Bozja and ended up finding us. Does anyone, like, specifically hate Bozja? How did you even find us? I stream. All of my information. How did you get all of my incredibly public information publicly? Oh yeah, shame, Umino. You stream sniping. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. You guys can follow me, but what I'm gonna do is basically because they'll follow you infinitely, I'm gonna pick up all these guys. Don't attack them yet. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna go grab them all around, and then we're gonna like mass kill them. This is what we used to do when we were farming Bozjan clusters. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Hate that spawn.
There's a fade on the bottom right of the map.
Of course.
It's very far from us.
Well, we'll do what we can with this group and then we'll worry about it.
I think I need to fate things for my next quest.
You just need metal.
Huh?
You just need a resistance rank.
Yeah.
I have a quest called Lost No Longer that says obtain a forgotten fragment, and the NPC said they came from the fate things.
Oh, yeah, you'll get those for relic weapons. They're the, there's the bitter memory of dying, there's the loathsome memory of dying, there's the, yeah. So we'll get those by just going
required
down.
before I can go to the next region? Or is it solely based on metal rank?
It's, no, it's quests. So you can't do all the quests until you get certain metal ranks, and you have to do certain quests in order to get to the next area. Oh, wait, what she's describing wasn't even the relic weapon, it was a different item? Okay, yeah. But you'll get it by doing the fate stuff. That's memories, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Jade. I see, V, that you are deciding to taunt me the other way.
Look, this is just what my random lotto mount shows, okay?
Uh-huh. Over and over again? Aw. Your random lotto of, one mount?
Maybe.
But yeah, so literally, V, all you're gonna have to do pretty much the entire time is you're just doing these fates, and that's gonna get you. And then when the next quest becomes available, you do it. That's really it. Other than Delibrum Regine and Castrum, but we
If
don't
you
have to
guys want to go ahead, I can drop. I don't want to keep you here with me.
No, because you soloing these would be not for very fun, unless other people are doing them. Actually, can someone check how lively this map is real quick? Because maybe if other people are doing them, because I mean, if that fate went down that quick, other people probably are doing them.
I just also have family I could go hang out with. You guys can farm me.
How badly do the people in this group want to do, or are people willing to do Delibrum Regine? Willow and Bean, definitely for sure.
Yeah, why don't you guys go ahead? I'll drop.
You sure? It's only one. Okay, cool, Jade. Okay. Can someone message Bling real quick and let him know that we're doing DB in case anyone in that group needs to do DB? You know, speaking of things that it feels like they didn't really plan for. Oh, there's Fate spawning. Yeah, well, let's go help V with that real quick first, then.
Yes, no.
I already dropped.
Well, are you still on the map, though?
Nope.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
because we can, oh yeah, it's like V. If you now there's a Shadow's Hand. Actually, one of these would be really good for getting your medal.
I already left the arena, so.
Oh, okay. Family's working on a project in the living room. Didn't you? That's stupid thing. Okay, after this, we're gonna go do Delivum Regine, so we'll get ready to leave the instance. Final call. Anyone who would like to join for Delivum Regine. We'll be doing it right after this. We want as many people as possible, so if you're even vaguely interested, come sign up. Totally, V. The thing is, it's like that most of the way through, too. So you're basically just collecting metal and then getting through and doing the story. Problem is the future proofing for it has not been amazing. I know it's supposed to scale, but I mean, plenty of you, I'm sure, have done casts from Lacus, Tori, and it is not the same difficulty with like 7 people as it is with, you know, 30 something. Which also kind of makes me wonder why they did abnormal, like, numbers to begin with anyways. Like, why they did 48 instead of, like, 24s, or... Like, I get the idea it was probably scale, but it just doesn't... It ends up being a major pain in the ass. Does it? Here's another thing. I know I've heard other people really like it. Does anybody like the lost action system? Because I kind of hate like having to futz around with it. Jade, I wouldn't be surprised if you like it because of liking to min-max. But I'd rather just like have my abilities. Willow says it's a pain. Yeah. There's so much dumb stuff you can do with it. I love it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I hate it. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm happy for the people who like it, that they can enjoy it, but especially with Bozjan, where there's already so much that can be affected by how many people you have with you, having to worry about the game balancing, expecting that you are using in lost actions means that they're really not optional. You kind of have to use them. Okay, let's leave and do TV. Raven, good to see you, glad to have you. Can't say long before because I'm in the car and the connection's going in and out. Just want to say hello. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Stripping time. Oh, someone fucking got in my eye. Ah. Okay. Let me know in the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, final call for Delibram Regine. Final call.
Yeah, I'll come for that.
Cool. Oh, yep, I can get you, Dumino. We're gonna give this about 2 minutes or so, just in case there's any people who final people want to join. Behold my powers of dragging and dropping. You are now joined by my power of drag and drop.
Wow, the rejoining.
Beautiful. Okay, who was it that was joining us? Is there someone not here that's joining us, or with Lynn, was that you?
That was me, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign this up then. And we'll see if a party gets formed. We may be here for a little bit, so take this time to familiarize yourself with some of the lost actions if you have a chance. You can check out the Lost Finds cache, where you can check out all these different abilities. I'm sure Jade can make some recommendations for people as to what some really easy, cool ones are. Don't forget that if you got some Southern Front lockboxes, you can go to the locksmith and unlock them as well. All useless. Lost Slash is really good. Lost Font is a 2-minute burst ability. Interesting. That's for the Judge's Armor. Is there an appraiser for the actions here, or is there the only appraiser in the... Oh, resistant appraiser. There we go. Thank you, Lara. Yeah, having Essence is nice. Yeah, you guys are all in chat, so... Take on some of those recommendations, because we're maybe a while before we actually get in, because there probably isn't a full set of people. Oh, damn. Also, remember that you can go ahead and sign up, even if you're not in our party currently. So, like, Vadi, I see you there. Jade, thank you for farming those for us. I really appreciate it. And if you don't think you're gonna do a ton of Bozja, you can also probably go ahead and put your violence on the market board. I also like to put my violence on the market board, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, so. Yeah, okay. Any pure essence, green background that your job can use is very good. Okay. I'm definitely not gonna need cure, so. Increased damage dealt by 80%. Can't use it. Increased damage dealt. Okay. Essence is good. Lost Font and Lost Re-Raise can be nice if you're dying. I'm not gonna worry about that. Lost Slash and Lost Font. I've got a couple Last Slashes and a cone. I may just not have any Lost Fonts. No, actually, don't even know what that's under.
It's expensive by the top.
Yeah,
There
I just
too.
don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, Lost Font of Power. Okay, increased damage dealt with 30% clearly. Wait, that's crazy as shit. Why wouldn't you use that all the time? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, did you say because the recast is long?
Yeah, it's just more 2-minute burst.
Yeah. You only need to bring one, really. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, while we wait for that to pop, actually, are you able to, like, wait for Deliver and Regenerate while being in Bozja? Because I feel like if not, that's an oversight. Because you think that would be a really smart way for people to be able to do both at the same time. Especially if they're going to wait.
Okay.
Okie dokie doke. Regenerate. We're gonna look up a guide. I already know how to do it for the most part, but for those of you who don't, let's take this time to teach you. Let me see if there's a good visual guide anywhere. Okay, yeah. We're gonna go to the one on Akh Morning because I like Akh Morning. They do some good translation work too. Let me turn on display capture in case people want to read it along with me. It's what time? Also, good news, I brought a bag full of candy because I may be highly stressing out about ticket raffle. So, good, Raven. And yeah, I wouldn't stress out with the ticket raffle. I would remind people. Oh, speaking of, the tickets for, FanFest are the sign up to be able to be in the raffle to get tickets for FanFest are on right now. Go sign up on the website. It's 2 clicks and you'll be signed up to be able to purchase 2. You'll be in the raffle to enter that. You don't have to buy 2 even if you sign up. So just take the time, sign up, and if you don't end up buying them, they'll go to someone else. But you don't want to regret it later. So the other thing I'll say is if you want to help try to figure out plans for logistics around travel and or room and boarding, we are currently figuring out that and how to help people out who are in the community. So if you go join over on the Discord, we can help you with that. Beyond that, I wouldn't, for anyone who's stressed out about it, what I would remind them is that the raffle systems actually increases your odds of getting it and making sure that the tickets are less scalped and you're less likely to have to wait in line on the internet, hoping that your internet doesn't bug out or the site doesn't crash because everybody's trying to get them all at once. So this is going to go a long way to making it more likely you're going to get a ticket rather than less. But yeah. Okay, let's get started. So the first boss is the Trinity Seeker. First ally, blah, blah, blah. Oh, someone's got to grab its soul. Okay. He has attack Merciful Air. He basically uses Merciful Air, large blue graphic cast on completion. Wields katana in each hand, like Ravana. Baleful Air, intimidating greatsword in the manner of large purple graphic on cast completion. Wields 2 dark greatswords. I mean, honestly, for the most part, this guy, you're just dodging them. So like he'll like hit one of his attacks. He'll do his swords will glow, right? And basically, first one attacks first, second one attacks second, third one attacks third, fourth one attacks fourth. And you're basically remembering that order. So if this is the first, second, third, and fourth, you're going to start on the fourth. The first will go off, and then you're just going to rotate around him. And it's very, very simple. It's just basic, just paying attention to what the order of his swords are. Then there's this one, which you basically just want to stand in the middle of him if he's got his 2 great swords on the outside of him. You just want to stand in the center. And he's got Iron Air, which is this attack, which is basically he's going to stand on this. There's going to be rings in the map. There's going to be sand and stone. If he's standing on the sand, you want to be standing on the stone. If he's standing on the stone, you want to be standing on the sand. It's really that easy. Or sorry, vice versa. So yeah, so you see. So let's see. The boss will jump in a portion of the area and put his hand on the ground while casting Iron Splitter. Take note of which color ring the hand is on, as these rings will detonate. So yeah, so if he's touching the stone, this is weird because of how they put it on here, but yeah, if he's touching the stone, sand on sand. This will be very clear. You'll also be able to follow probably me or a lot of other people. The other thing is he's got this attack, Merciful Air, which is just a giant X. And you've got actually a second to be able to move when he uses it, so it's pretty clear when he's using it and how to get out of the way. He's got this, which is just 3 players get tethered, and they basically, you know, same thing as a lot of the Alliance raids. Don't stand in their tether and avoid the people who are running around like lunatics. The one thing it didn't say is that he's got a leap attack that he'll do that you want to be hiding behind, basically, these little defensive barriers when he does. It's a raid-wide. Tattle, good to glad to have you. What if the boss is touching grass? What then? Maybe they need to go out and do that. If they're touching grass, they're probably taking a break, in which case we can bypass them completely. So first guy is really self-evident, pretty easy to understand. Dao. Dao is is a large fire-breathing scale. Honestly, this guy's actually pretty easy to figure out too. Dao opens up a telegraph semicircle, cleave, left side shockwave, right side shockwave. So if he's using a left side shockwave, guess what? You want to be on the right side and vice versa. After this will come Feral Howl, a tight damage knockback that stuns you with staggered status for 3 seconds. This boss will turn to face the rapid and preparing fire breathing, massive 9-15 cone. Yeah, if he's doing fire breathing, he's just going to fire breathe in front of him. Don't be in front of him. Then he's going to summon ads and that they're all going to dash across, so you just don't want to be in the line of where they're going to be dashing. So, again, pretty straightforward. Next comes the fire breath with directional arrow spinning around. He's basically just going to do a fire breath and then spin around in that circle. Pretty straightforward. And then rocks fall from the ceiling, and he does a hot charge. And so he starts doing, you know, a charge attack. So, pretty straightforward. Okay, we got through 2 bosses for that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Barbird, yeah. Is it only us 8? Okay, well this will be interesting. At least we have DPS. I will focus. Oh, whoops. I thought I would have had to equip that rather than. Okay, guys, so it's just gonna be us 8, which on the bright side means less chaos. On the downside means more personal responsibility. But it should be okay. It might be a bit slow, but it should be okay. I'm gonna do a ready check. I will try to guide us along as we go along. I'm not perfect at this. It's been a little while, so I may be a little rusty. But we should be pretty easy for the most part. I'm assuming you're good to go, let me know, so I'm gonna do a countdown. Don't be attacking the stone. So look where the blades are, they're glowing. So you don't want to be there. Okay. So you're gonna have to follow the order. That one. That one. That one. That was probably one of the more complicated patterns to get. But we're doing fine. Oh, and we're doing good DPS too. This actually won't be as bad as I thought. Okay, pay attention to his swords. Yep. Okay, get behind the walls. If you're melee, you can still use your range attack. And back in. Okay, he's gonna get pushed. You wanna get pushed into the barriers now? This is just like fighting Scarmiglione. Okay, this is gonna be the X. I think. Oh no, because he hasn't switched to the swords yet. No, my bad. That's just an A. Well, raid wide. Another raid wide. Stack. Don't forget to use your loss actions. Okay, everyone get on sand. Get on sand. Get on stone. Get on stone. Okay, midline again. If we get dual swords, that's when it's an X. Is that just a raid wide? Okay, push, just like before. Also, sorry, Gunbreaker is probably my weakest tank, so if I'm not playing perfectly, forgive me. Fuck, I forget what this one is. Oh, this, you just have a partner. Just split. You're gonna have to split. You're gonna have to go to different, barriers. Oh, Jade, you're so fucking greedy. I know, and you can pull it off, too. You can pull it off, too. Willow, you're doing amazing for the fact that you're playing one-handed. Stack. If you have one of those, spread away and do not stand on top of the people with that marker. Perfect job. Same again. Get on stone. Get on stone. Get on sand. If anyone knows if Limit Break resets, if it does, go ahead and use Limit Break. It does? Okay. Jade, go ahead and use Limit Break at will. Get ready, it's an X. I guess we don't really need to worry about positionals, do we? Okay, pay attention to the order. Doesn't matter because we've got him. Good job, everyone. It shouldn't be too much worse than that the whole way through. I forgot about the traps. The first and only time I queued, I got in with one other person. They just left. Yeah. If you get in with 2 people, it's not worth doing. 8 people is slow, but it's totally doable. But if you have less than a full party, I just don't think it's even worth doing, frankly, because it's just not fun. Well, I'm losing connection. I have to fall on. Yep. No worries, Raven. Have a good one. Again, this guy's pretty straightforward in very similar regards. Everyone has remembered, just 1 second, before we go ahead and attack, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss people some lost bubbles. This will give you a little bit of extra health, which should help just in case. But I'm not going to give one to Jade, because she doesn't need it. That's not true. Star mob, quick. Yeah, use death. This is pretty simple. Basically, just pay attention to what he's saying he's gonna do, and he's gonna do it. The only thing is that once he starts adding ads is when it gets a little bit more funky. Sweet, good to see you. Glad to have you. So get out of his front now. It's that simple. Yeah, Bozjan, the relics nowadays are pretty rough because of this. Yeah, well, frankly, the thing is that at least it's not just regenerate, because you can do Palace of the Dead in order to get the items that you need for it. The Time Worm relics. And frankly, Palace of the Dead was always faster anyways. Pay attention to where the animals are. They're going to charge. Oh, I guess we get a lot of time to... I forgot that they, like, telegraph so hard. But, yeah, honestly, I feel like the bigger issue for is DB is actually not even that... the relics. The bigger issue is just people trying to get to the point. Oh, whoops. The point that they can do the story. Stay away from his front. He's gonna spin around in that direction. Fire breathing. Don't forget to use your lost actions. Friendly reminder. I say it because I have been on periodically. Rocks are just gonna fall. Boy, he's gonna charge forward, get out of his front. And then get to him. That was catchy, you know. I saw that mad dash. We got him. We got him. End him. Well done. Good job, everybody. Next is Queen's Guards, which I'm going to have to remember on the fly. I'm fine. That was almost as tight as that time I avoided poison in P5. No, I'm not going to let that go because that was clutch as hell. I would like to remind people that multiple of the enemies in this were once, like, Bozjan soldiers who were friends and allies of Misija. And I'm just gonna remind you that, yeah, well, I'll get to it later. Let's just say Misija's acts are not only just heinous for what they were, but also because of the amount that they were unrepentant for them. Actually, I haven't been eating food. Don't forget to eat food. I don't know if it actually helps, but in case it helps. No, Willow, you're doing a 48-man content while your arm is broke, and you're not dying. You have nothing to be sorry about. Sorry, let me get them on me. Sword, I think, means he's going to attack in those directions. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you pay attention to which one he's doing, and it's different ones. One's in a ring, I think one's a donut. I think shield's donut.
This one's in.
Yeah, shield is in then. Sword is out, shield is in. And then they're going to start layering those later. Thank you, Lara. One down, 3 to go. Yeah, Des, your best bet is to join with Bling currently, as we're doing a thing that's only for later. So basically, each one of these guys is a different skill set, and you're gonna have to pay attention. Oh, what's the fucking order? Alara, do you know?
This one I don't remember.
Yeah, everyone on big first, I think. Big first. Yeah. Good call. I forget what actually causes it to flip, though. We lost to Jade, no! Jade be back. If tethers, then small bombs. Okay. So there's tethers, now go on small. Because they're, oh, reversal of forces, of course. Now I understand. Thank you. Basically, gravity has been reversed, so small falls faster instead. Although I guess Isaac Newton would have a word with me if I said there was a difference. Oh, what's the one? Is this Mr. Hops? This is Mr. Hops, isn't it? Yep. Oh, no, this is Mr. Spins. So only the ones that charged up actually attack. They're all lying to you. Well, 2 of them are lying to you. And then I'm gonna guess he has a reversal of fortune as well. Is that a raid wide or a single target? Doesn't matter because it didn't do shit. Okay, secrets revealed. Well, I guess he's not saying it's swapping, so. Oh, but they're hopping. That's what it was. They're hipping and they're hopping. Oh, we got him. We didn't get to see who was good at the cup game. And I'm gonna hold my fonts actually for queens. Basically, you just have to see which order that they're gonna fire in, and they fire, and then that fires that, and then fires back to the middle. And then they're gonna add more later. Or maybe it doesn't on normal. God, I can't keep normal and savage straight in my mind. Yep, okay, they did add more. No, actually, hold on. I was going to say limit break, but hold it for now. We'll use it when we get to the final form. Okay. Now take everything you've learned and put it all together. Focus on one at a time. Oh, remember, pay attention to their shields. They will tell you which directions you will get knocked away if you hit them. And they're incorrect. Okay, this isn't so bad as a full party. Jade, I'm putting you in charge of doing the initiating limit break. You know, all these blades all had horrible faping. Yeah, we were talking about that. We were just 1 second, sweet. We're going to talk about that later. Well, sweet, you were here earlier. I was just mentioning that. Yeah. But at least these, well, no, I mean, like, I mean, if you're taken from your normal form, tempered, and then turned into a robot forcibly, I'm pretty sure that's not really that much better than being Cronenberged. Especially because, like, honestly, the final one is almost Forge Kinney anyways. So yeah, Jade, go ahead and launch whenever you're ready. Umino's proclaiming to follow them. Let's get him! So if you don't want to have to follow the donut, you can preemptively stay on the square. Although I think there comes a point where you actually must follow the donut for a couple times. Yeah, like this. And we're destroying this mofo. Did they even explain why he's basically the same as Nybeth? Well, I guess seeing deny death, avoidant of death. Yeah, I guess the fundamental premise makes sense for why he'd be pretty similar. But yeah, no. So so most of the Bozjan soldiers here, people here, were turned into monsters by Misja, which after she tempered them and forced them to fight against their once friends, and her response to doing so was to laugh maniacally and find it hilarious. So, like the fact that the story treats Misja as like a I don't know, like. She's so unrepentant about being cruel, even literally to the bitter end, that it's always strange to me that the story sees her as sympathetic as it does. Like, I think her plight could be, but I think her actions make me far less piteous of her. Because she does, it's not that she just does horrible. Willow, you took me with you! It's not that she does horrible things, it's that she does horrible things and takes delight in it. So when Bozjan has this like little talk thing at the very end of the story, it's very odd to me, based on the fact that it kind of just ignores what happened to his other fellows at her hand. Like he focused more on lauding her rather than lamenting what forged her in the first place, which was odd to me. Tempering, war crimes, body alteration, desecration of the dead. Misuda is aiming for the gold medal and worst person. I mean, right, and like the story like tries to check, do like touch on being like giving you explanation as to why she ends up that way, which good. I mean, that's like good storytelling, but it's just weird when all of that's fine. Making her like not a good person, but making her lamentable in like her situation, it's fine. What's weird to me is that it then has characters like Bozjan like treat her like she's like a really was a really good person and just misunderstood in the end, which is just counter explicit to like literally she gleefully laughs like a lunatic as she like tortures and transforms people against their will into monstrosities. So like this guy, this Trinity Avowed, this is 3 of the Queen's oh my god, basically the people, the like resistance forces, the like they're like noblest and greatest heroes, the Queen's Blades. She tempered them in a trap because they thought that she was their ally, and then she forcibly turned them into this monstrosity. Although, not to be unfair, she did take 1 female and 2 males, I believe, and it seems as though she made the 2 males breasts, so make that of what you will. Based on the faces. So, for this mechanic, you want to equal out your heat. So if you're ice, if you're 1 ice, you want to get on 1 fire. If you're 2 ice, you want to get on 2 fire, on and on, basically. There are going to be multiple ways in which you have to engage with that mechanic as we go on. One of which is there will be a labyrinth puzzle where you're going to have to figure out where the heat you need is going to be. The bow is just get behind her, a la something like a Zima. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is the labyrinth thing. So you're going to have to pay attention to which one's going where. I won't be able to lead you, as some of you will have different ones from me. If you have 1 fire and you need ice, you can stand on me. I can mitigate myself. Focus on getting the healers up. The wrinkle that she's going to add is she's going to have, some of us are going to have 1 fire, or some of us are going to have 2 fire, or 1 ice, or 2 ice. Be in front of her for sword and shield. Hot and cold too. So now that there's going to be that extra wrinkle that you could have, I have 2 ice, for instance, so I need 2 fire. She's going to strike with ice on the left side. You want to stand in that if you need ice. And then she's going to strike with fire on the right side. If you need fire, you want to stand in that. You have to pay attention to which side she's striking with. And once you've equalized it, stay out of of this side. Just fully dodge the attack. Look for the opening where they're not going to strike. They just go in a line. It's as simple as that. Get out. She's got the staff, which means she's gonna do a circle. I don't know what's donut. I don't know if she can donut. Hot and cold. I believe this is gonna be the stones again, or it may be the labyrinth. We'll see. Stones again. So it's the first as when we first did the stones. There's just now 2 ice or 2 fire as well. So you want to be on 2 fire if you've got 2 ice, for instance. Wrath of Bozjan. I believe after Wrath of Bozjan, we're probably going to see the second labyrinth. Remember, it's going to be the same as the last labyrinth, but now there's also going to be 1 and 2 elemental level possibilities. So you're going to have to pay very close attention. Okay, Bob, get behind her. Okay, yep, here's the second one. So remember, don't preemptively go, because it's going to show you where the one element you want is going to be. So if you want to be somewhere, stay in the middle first, because it'll be easier to get to left or right. Oh, or we don't have to worry about it at all. I think he is lamented because he knew for a long time before the story of Bozjan actually starts before he learned who she really was. That or he really feels bad for having her experience the things that made her. No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If the ending, and I'll go back and watch it again because it's been a little bit, but if the ending was him lamenting purely both how he missed the person, how he missed that who she really was, and the situation under which she was forged, I'm down for that. My problem is that the writing of that scene comes across much more as like celebrating her than it did damning her and the system he was a part of that kind of helped make her. And we'll wait for that's my problem. But what we can do is we can watch the cutscene after we finish up with this real quick because it's been a while. Like, look, I find Xenos a compelling character, but I feel like the game does damn him. It doesn't like pretend like he's not a sadistic, and I do find him compelling in the ways in which like he's lamentable for like. My problem is not that the narrative has a character like Misija. My problem is that when the narrative doesn't like treat her as reprehensible in the ways that she should be, it's weird to me. Ryan, good to see you. Glad to have you. That made her into such a monster, I think. Because I agree with you, Sweet. I think there's tones of that where like he should feel that, but I don't feel like they like emphasize it particularly enough. Which is strange too for the amount of writing that Matsuno does. Like he loves to like add, and also the amount of the thing is what you're saying too. A lot of that information is only really meaningfully conveyed to you in the notes, rather than in the story itself. Which is like, lordy. Okay, ready checking. Can I get that as a mount, though? Dude, Bean, you and that would be amazing. I bet you someday it's just going to randomly come on, like, the market. Like, it's going to come either as a random item they throw in, or they'll put it in as, like, a premium shop item or something. Limit break it. Or don't. So this one's a little wonky, but frankly no harder than any of the stuff we've been up against so far, and you guys have been doing wonders. So let's get this. Yep, thank you. Thank you, Umino. Umino's so used to being the healer. Okay, pay attention to where she's saying they're gonna march to. So, march 1 and it's gonna march 3. You basically just don't want to be in line with them or on top of them in any way. Also, don't forget to use your lost actions if you have them. Get away from the orbs. Okay, you're gonna draw lines. Where the lines intersect, they're gonna explode. So get away from where they intersect. Oh, I'm gonna get hit hard. That was on me. Sorry, guys. I forgot about the intersecting. Oh, that was bullshit. Superbly! Yeah, I got hit by 2 effects, Instant Doom, yep. Alright, focus on getting people up. I can mitigate past for most of this. Same thing. These guys are what? Donuts or rings?
I was muted. They're always flick attacks in chess.
Oh, no, they're just lines. Okay. Get on her right side. She's going to attack. Well, get on her left. Get on the right. Her left side. We've got a little bit of downtime. Focus on resin where you can. You're gonna have to move that many squares. But you remember, and it can't be on the same square. Oh, fuck. That's a change. Yeah. Good job, everyone. Asuna on me if you can. Thank you. This is just like earlier. Watch where they're gonna fire. Get on. Oh, fuck. I forgot about the push. That was my bad. Coming in to take it. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn, I did the exact same thing. Mitigating it up. Focus on rezzing where you can. If the problem is just do what you can. I will try to mitigate where I can. So you're gonna have to step, but you're also gonna have to be out of line with them. So be ready. Mikoto does every mechanic wrong, but has NPC privilege. Yeah. Literal plot armor. We're doing good, guys. We were not prepared, and we're kicking ass still. We'll get you up, and it's gonna be okay. Umino, quick, use your Dark Knight, or your Black Mage res. You know, that sweet, sweet caster res. Okay, you want to be this one's the one you want to be near. I don't think I've ever even seen this mechanic before on her. Pay attention to her arm. You want to be on the right. Be on her right. Be on the right. You want to be in. Shield is in. Willow, go ahead and limit break 3.
Going to die again. Yeah, LB3 was not helpful. Wait, was it?
Remember,
wasn't even vulnerable. Right.
You want to avoid where there's an intersection. Do not want to touch. You want to get away from where they're intersecting. Now get ready for the robots that are going to walk. We got some time, just take it to get back in the flow. Jade, whenever we get limit break, probably 2, I'm thinking, go ahead and blast it. Just pay attention to the order that we're firing in. It's inverted. Get on the small one, but there. Look for the push. Get on Umino. Perfection. Y'all a bunch of beautiful bastards, that's what you are. Same usual, just look out for what the number is. Remember, you're gonna have to walk. You wanna avoid the directions they're gonna be hitting too, though. Oh, Suna, I'm gonna die. Yep, my bad. I accidentally stepped over. That was my bad. Go ahead and limit break it. You got this, guys. You don't even need me. And congratulations, Bean and Willow. You finished the Libum. Willow, you finished the Libum Regine with one hand while like half dead. Great job, everybody. Also, in case anyone here has ever seen Castle in the Sky, this area right here might seem awfully familiar. As this is like very, very similar to the inside of Laputa itself. We did it. Also, probably just me. Also, this song is such a banger. Good thing it's on Spotify now. Yeah. Yeah, if the Bozjan had a real disconnect between the story Matsuno wanted to tell and what the gameplay allowed or demanded. Yeah. Yeah, I love the notes, but putting a lot of the important stuff in there is annoying. Honestly, more than annoying. So the thing is, especially like, because the notes are things that you have to collect, there's a good chance you may just completely be unable to witness them. And also the amount of storytelling done in the Fates means that you're going to miss much of the character development and understanding and context, which is problematic because it feels like there's such a patchwork of what's going on in the main story. And when a friend gets around to doing Bozja, they're going to hate that. Yeah, like it's Bozja's just... It's not that Bozja's story is inherently bad. I think the way that it's told is fundamentally flawed for like what Matsuno's trying to do, which just Matsuno's system just doesn't work well with it as an MMO. And then... yeah, this song is such a banger. Also, probably just me, but I always get the feeling Misajo's planned to be a female Hrothgar. I don't know, her being a femro feels a bit half-assed, and well, no, friend Roth models, let's take a row. I don't know if it's, I wouldn't say half-assed. I think it was I would have definitely say a lot more like, I think there's a chance you're right, but also they've done stuff like that in the past where they make nations that are like more nuanced or complicated or like more involved. I mean, one of the other possibilities is just Misajo was just originally supposed to be like a king instead, and then it was supposed to be a Hrothgar, you know? Or not Misajo, but like, you know, rather than Queen Gunhildr. But then there's also the Queen's Blade has always been a thing, so they probably were planning about that way ahead of time. I mean, like, I think there's a good chance you're possibly right, Sweet, but the weird thing is that they would have known that they were cutting male Viera and female Hrothgar probably pretty early. Like, they probably wouldn't have even spec'd for it that much, which would be weird. Unless they were working with Matsuno, like, way ahead of time. But even then, that would be weird. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely get the vibe, though. I get what you're saying. Oh, don't forget, by the way, if you've completed Rib and Regina, you can talk to Ennis, and she will give you gold coins. Welcome back, Raven. Or coinage. As you agree, you may do with that as you will. Thank you again for all your help. And she'll also give you metal. You know. I did not say anus, I said anus. Okay, I believe Bean is probably doing cutscene as well. But after this, Willow and Bean, you guys want to start doing map 3? We can farm, while we're doing map 3, you guys can help me farm for the note that I've been working for the past 2 years on. Because it's in the third part of the map. You don't actually have to help me, but if anyone's interested in trying to get that note with me. I think what makes me feel like that is how the mural that showed all the queen handmaidens, it was all Femroth and one Femro. Right, I mean, they do explain that in lore, though. You know? I mean, obviously, to your point, maybe they added that retroactively to help justify it. But, like, I also kind of think that her being Ro instead of Hrothgar thematically actually helps a lot. Being othered, you know? It's a Bozja bonanza. Exactly! Black Flame, good to see, glad to have you. I basically can be completely off the mark. It's very possible. Bozja's a bit weird. Yeah, Bozja's a bit weird. It's hard to speculate. I would just say in general, like, again, Sweet, I think, like, your point is, like, makes sense. But also, they have a history of, like, intentionally making, like, societies not monocultural in terms of just being only... Like, even, like, Ishgard isn't just Eorzean. You know, even this, like... So it's you know... It's a little interesting. Okay, while we wait for Bean, I'm gonna see, did I get any... Definitely didn't get any new field notes, but did I get any... Yes, I got new Forgottens, so I'm gonna go ahead and use those Forgottens. Clarity. Ren. And Seraph Strike. And to all those who have completed already, I appreciate you guys joining in. You made this go from something where it could have been a hell of a run where, like, you know, 6 of us were struggling to instead a good time. Well, it's just gonna be a bit weirder the day female Frost do get added. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting, right? Like, they found a way to, in lore, I think, make a really decent argument for why there hadn't been, you know, why you hadn't seen Mel Viera. I mean, the thing is, they even say in Bozja and in like other lore stuff that, like, oh, there are female Hrothgars. I forget, they have a couple lines on it about why you don't see them as much. But I mean, obviously, it's justifying the fact that they, you know, couldn't make them at the time. I mean, couldn't make them because they didn't have the time and manpower. actually think she might have been intended to be a female Rava. Oh, interesting. But since they don't exist in 14, female Hrothgar would have been the closest analog, but those were cut. So. Why do you think female Rav though? Like one of the Rava? Because like the Vieira, I mean, geographically kind of makes sense, but like really don't make that much sense. I mean, the population of Bozja is predominantly Hrothgar with some Ro and a couple others, but Vieira are pretty sparse. You know, Rav from Evilise. So you're not talking about Vieira. You're not talking about the. Here, I'll pull up. Rav, Final Fantasy. I may just be missing something. I thought. Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to. Let me pull up my. Let's see if we can figure it out, though. You can also, if you just explain what race it is, then we can go. You don't mean Banaga, right, or anything like that. Not the Sikh or the Banaga, right? No, yeah. Do you want to just describe them for a minute, and maybe we'll be able to figure it out from there? They're a race primarily featured in H2 that's always been in Evilise. Yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Advanced 2. Races. Let's look that up. Gira, Hume, Mughal, Sikh, Vieira. There's no list. Gria. There's no list of anything like that. They have bighorns. They're in 12. I played 12. I don't know. FF12 races. Let's try that. Cactoid, Gareth, Banaga, Aegil, Gareth. You don't mean the Gareth, right? Like the guys with the horns with the like village and stuff? Aegil, Gara, Gria, Rev. No, those guys don't have horns. No. Seek, Viera, Helkus. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of that. Other than the Gareth. That'd be the closest I would think with the big horns from 12. Yeah, then why don't I try out in the Gareth aren't they out in the desert? Or no, because they're in the plains, aren't they? Gareth. Humanoid race is scattered all around the Backnor region. The Gareth are generally peace-loving people, physically capable. Yeah, but I looked up A2 and I don't see anything. Like, I guess more my point is if I'm having this hard enough time finding the race, I'd be surprised if what was your rationale for why there was an intentionality for that? Hot guy gone. You got Zadnor open now? Wait, Delibram Regine is after Castrum Lacus? Or do you just not have to do Lacus to do Zadnor? No, Lynn, you don't have to feel bad. It's an interesting, I mean, I'm perfectly happy to go down that rabbit hole. I'm more just curious why you think that was where their intention was, because I just can't see any direct connection. Lacus Story is first, and then Regine. Oh, right, of course, because she tempers everyone. So it has, of course, Lacus has to be first. So here's a question. People who are in my party, Bean and Willow, would you rather go into Zadnor, or would you be willing to help me farm in Bozja? Willow doesn't care. Sid from A2 is one of them. Oh, perfect. We'll do that. Sid, Final Fantasy Tactics. Or Tactics Advance. I gotta make sure that Advance 2. I love Southern farming. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna do Southern farming because there's multiple people who are interested in that. Namely me and Jade. Oh yeah, so they don't have horns. They're just like the slightly demonic guys. Yeah, the Revgaji. They're called different things in different things, but in this they're called the Revgaji. Revgaji, which in Japanese would probably like rebugaji, something like that. I bet. Here. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So those guys are in. Yeah, and then they're the Rev in 12. Pincher people are interested in it. It's me. I'm people. Okay, so for people who want to help me out, we're going to be going up to where Murder, Death, Kill is right now. Probably easiest one is to go to Lunya's stand. Okay, so we solved the problem, but Lynn, so I guess, one, I don't really see them as having horns that much. But beyond that, what was your reasoning for why it would be one of them over, like, a Hrothgar? And especially because 14 usually adapts, like, for instance, Eorzean stuff that's from 12 Tactics and all the other games, like when they did Return to Evilise, is still even through the lens of 14. So I would assume that they're always going to do it within that lens and guide.
So the thought I was having there is that in the Evilise side, like the original subject matter, that race was really old and really important before the world started to change. And everything about them, like, fell away, and they became, like, almost an extinct species.
Interesting. Okay, I see more of the connection then. Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for bringing that up. See, this is what I love when I, like, haven't played some certain Final Fantasy games. Like, I know of Advanced Tactics 2, but I've only ever played Tactics Advanced and Tactics.
Tactics A2, like, it's a bit weird, but it's also objectively the best because Moogles are an actual race with jobs.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I play Tactics, and, like, I actually like Tactics Advanced a lot more because even though I think there's ways in which Tactics is better, like, the things that I like about... Basically, actually, of the Evilise games, 12 is my favorite, but a lot of the things I love are, like, the Moogles and the other races and stuff, and none of that's in the original, basically. Real quick, by the way, so we're killing the red ones. We're killing the red scorpions. And luckily, it seems like another group is actually doing it too. So there's 2 that appear here, and then there are like 1 to 2 that appear north of us sometimes. So I'll be grabbing the ones that are north of us. You guys can just stay there. The red things will spawn the critical engagement that we need. And then that is the one that drops the note that we're looking for. And yeah, Laura, I see your message, so no worries. I doubt anyone's gonna join us, but that said, if anybody would like to, who's in the chat right now, would like to join us, feel free. Female Hrothgar? Oh, they're just over there. Wool behind the curtain. No, you may not look behind it. Yeah, sweet. Hey, if you can't stay here, it's fine, but I'm filing out the file for FanFest. What do I put down if I don't know if I'm flying or driving yet? So you can just put down either or. Or, like, even just pick what your primary is and we can talk later. It's better to be very specific and then, like, adjust it rather than being very vague. Like, for instance, your budget. If your budget's $0, just say $0. Don't say not much. Because some people think not much is $10 and some people think not much is $1,000. So, different perspectives kind of make that kind of useless. Want to see Scantily Clad Archivists? Well, we don't have those yet, but sign up for Patreon anyway at www.patreon.com. There's long ways to supporting us. You get your name in the banner above my head, you get your name at the end of videos as well, and it goes a long way towards allowing us to feed Deadpool. Or take him to the vet like we just recently had to, which I can tell you what is quite expensive. Does anyone in this party really like Tactics? Like Final Fantasy Tactics, the story of Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, I'm looking for a Final Fantasy Tactics stand to, like, try to help me love it more. Because, like, it's good, it's fine. It's just, like I hear it talked about in reverent tones, and I'm just like, I mean, it's good. But the level to which it tends to be treated, it has me not like, oh, it's garbage, why do people like it? I'm just like I feel like there's something I'm missing. And part of it's also Matsuno's writing style often doesn't do that much for me, but... Euphonius! Good to see you, glad to have you. Resident Arc did a deep dive on that. Well, I'm more interested in talking to people rather than just watching a video on it. Like I'm not usually that. I'm more interested in like engaging with other people so I can ask specific questions or like have a nuanced deep dive rather than just passively watching someone's experience with it. But for A2, despite the isekai story elements. Yeah, I know a lot of people are mixed on that. Oh, hey, okay, this is the thing. That's what we're doing. I can't call myself a super fan, if only because I don't think I know enough. I mean, have you played it, and do you enjoy it quite a lot? It's not so much that I want to talk to super fans. I'm more just interested in people who, like, really resonated with it. Let me go ahead and invite this Freya. Yes, thoroughly. Okay, cool, yeah, then definitely feel free to... Because, like, I may need to just replay it again, too. I may not have been in the right headspace, but it's like, for a tactics game created in the, like, mid-90s, late 90s, right? Yeah, it's good. But, like, in terms of holding up, I don't, like, it's good, but it's, yeah. It's very operatic. Yeah, I guess that's part of what really disconnected me from the characters, was the level to which it was operatic rather than human and interpersonal. Like there's interpersonal, don't get me wrong. Like, it is very interpersonal, right? Like, with, Delita and stuff. But, like, I don't know. There's something about, usually I like opera, but, like, there's something about its nature that instead of, like, made me feel removed from the characters instead of connected to them. And then also the amount of, like, world-building prioritization that came over characterization at times threw me for a loop. Especially with the way in which Matsuno does it. Where he'll just dump stuff, like, take long moments for just do exposition, or, like, just dump a whole bunch of stuff that's relatively important into, like, the ends. Okay, this actually isn't the one. The one we're looking for is the robot that appears after this when we get it. That's very fair. Okay. I also wanted to know, like, if that take, again, if there's something I'm missing, or if, you know, is it... Because also, sometimes it's just style, right? Part of it is, I love Final Fantasy XII. I really like Final Fantasy XII. But I think Final Fantasy XII does a really good job of having a very operatic... I mean, Shakespeare does a Star Wars. It's a very operatic story in a lot of ways, but it's also, like, very... There's a lot of human moments and human elements that are played more small, rather than played as hyper-classical, almost. I don't have the right, perfect language for it. Although I would point out that pretty much everything that Matsuno writes, where he's writing with someone, I enjoy a lot more than when he writes solo. And that's not because I think he's, like, a bad writer necessarily. It's more that I think, like, you know, 12 and Vagrant Story compared to Tactics, or, you know, 14, where every time he writes alone, he kind of, like, does all his Matsuno-isms without completely unchecked, which maybe works for a lot of people. It definitely tends to hurt for me. And it's one of those things where I've had that take for a long time, but I constantly want to challenge it because I'd rather find more love in it, you know, rather than just being like, oh, whatever, man. There's so much left outside of places where the player won't counter it. Yeah, and I guess the thing to me is it's okay to leave things outside, like, to like, leave large gaps of the information about the world for people to choose how much they want to engage with it. But when it's narrative core, it seems odd to me, unless you're something like Dark Souls where you just choose to make everything obfuscated and the level to which you engage with it is up to you. But also there's a satisfying version of engaging with a story that is basically superficially engaging with it. Whereas, like, because the events that happen are so important, you can't really do that in Tactics. At least I couldn't. Like, there's 3 intro cinematics in the opening, and 2 of them are major plot details the actual game assumes you've seen. Yeah. Like, don't make me wrong, 12 does a whole bunch of front-loading, right? But at least it has, like, you know, one, Rassler and Rex are both important, and understanding their role, and, like, playing as Rex actually is really meaningful with what happens when you end up playing as Vaughn. And then also, like, his legacy going forward, and sets up the mystery around Bosch, you know. Okay, this is that guy we're getting. I'm pulling him away because we want to keep him when he spins. Okay, good. This warrior knows what to do. When this guy spins, you're going to want to definitely spin with him because he's going to spin to win. My big issue with 12 is they made none of the party characters a Moogle. Hey, at least know what you're about, right? Don't forget to use your party actions. God, I love Torn from the Heavens. Bum, bum, bum. Remember, if you stick close to him, it's a lot easier to succeed than if you get further away from him. And he's gonna go in for another round. Oh boy. Keep spinning. Keep winning. Don't worry about it. I got him. Whenever he does that, you can interject. Exhaust. Get ready for it to be pushed out. Or damage. If you're a healer, try to make sure you can get people up so that they can get knocks in. Or at least, I guess, as long as someone's done damage here in the party, you should be okay. But raid wide, mitigate if you have it. Get ready to spin. Doing great, peeps. Keep it up. Most people get their ass handed to them by this guy. Doesn't seem that complicated, and yet. Hey, good job, everybody. Now let's get this Sartor. Or Sartavor? No, either way, he's Sata dead. For those of you who ever do this again, you want to pull the robot to that faraway corner. Otherwise, when he uses his attacks, he does that like triangle attack or the like 3-line attack, and also the robot does the spinning attack. It's a nightmare. I'm gonna hit. Get these ads off of people. Come on. Let this be the one. 2 years of this. I shit you not, I've been doing this since it launched. It's been literally over 2 years of this. I've been doing this as long as T has existed. That's as long as the Eorzean archives existed. That's how long I've been doing this. Good luck on the note. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. One day. One day. We'll do Raven. I'm sure you'll be fine. It's gonna go fine. Don't worry. Raven, I've been doing things like FanFest since I was like 13 or 12 years old, so I'm kind of an old hat at it. It's ever gonna be fine, okay, and we're gonna figure it out. And again, reminder, if you haven't signed up in order to do FanFest, you can sign up to get the tickets for FanFest currently. If anybody wants to keep helping me do farm for the next one of these, you just have to keep killing the red Legion Scorpions. It is literally 2 button clicks. Bean or Ray Ray's asleep, I know. V's probably, I think said that they were going to bed. So I think Bean, you're probably the only one here can. Oh, dude, is there a duel going on? Wait, is this the duel? Oh, no, but I'm not going to get it. Oh, no, this is just Metal Fox, isn't it? Yeah. But Bean, if you want to go ahead and toss the link for people to be able to sign up for FanFest tickets, there is a raffle that's going to happen. You only have a week or 2 weeks, I forget, to sign up. You'll get put into the raffle. Raffle basically gets first dibs of trying to get tickets, and then there's general tickets if there's any left over. If you have an interest in going FanFest, I highly recommend you set up. If you have any interest, even if you don't think you're going to go, but you might be interested, sign up. Because in worst case, here, let's sign up for Metal Fox. Pass Metal Fox with no errors for the duel. Yeah, I'm not going to pass without errors. I may have placed around and worry last night for a whole hour. Raven, I know my words alone will not sway you, but it's gonna be okay. You can chill out and relax. With it, it's gonna get taken care of. The only thing that would potentially stop you is you just don't have enough money to like afford certain things. But like literally, if you're okay with sleeping on the floor of a room, we'll probably be able to find you one. If you're, if you're probably gonna be able to carpool with someone, or we'll figure it out. And that's to all of you. If any of you need help with finding a room potentially for that, or finding transportation, we'll work on figuring that out. Thank you, Bean. So yes, if you want to sign up, that is the link to sign up. To my friends and family members. Wait, I don't know. To my friends, I don't have any family members. To my friends who are doing, don't forget that we have P6S tonight at in about 50 minutes from now. If you have not reviewed, I beg of you to review, as I would like to clear tonight. Also, Umino, are you here? Yeah, you're here. How did your prog last night go? Granny says she'll be there. I mean, Raven, I live in Minnesota. I'm literally your next door neighbor. I'm not. Wisconsin's between us, but Michigan is. The thing is that Raven, we have a lot of people in the Midwest and also people on the East Coast. So I mean, worst case, it's like even if you're in like the Upper Peninsula or something, if like you can meet someone in the southern, in the southern part of the glove. I mean, I'm sure someone from the East Coast can pick you up. Oh, Willow, I'm sorry. Well, Willow, why don't we'll end it after this too, potentially, because I mean, I probably should eat before we do raiding. Speaking of which, you should definitely come join us over on our Discord, where we talk about lore and also join up to do things like this and other fun stuff with the community. But also, if you're interested in doing EX raiding, or EX or Savage raiding, and potentially Ultimates, you can also join us over there. Hey, Jade, if I wanted to hardcore, like, do uwu over a weekend, and I could like do pretty good at learning it. Do you happen to have people that would be interested in hardcoring it? Like not just like hardcore learning it, but also be like, pretty comfortable, fast learners basically. Look out for which things he's gonna blast. He's gonna hit his other guys, and it reflects off them as well. Oh no! Missed one. Oh well, that's fine. Just let me die! What? Yeah, that's important. I am a healer's worst nightmare when I'm playing Gunbreaker. If you didn't have to like at least rotate them, it would be fine. Like if you just had to pay attention to where they were, that would be one thing. I may have led us into a nightmare. I admit. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. The other thing are like the duels. The duels should happen way more frequently and should be like, there should be more chances to get into them and stuff. That's the other thing is the duels being like guaranteed chances to get a note is all well and good, but A, you have to be able to do the duel, and you don't get to practice them that often. I mean, you don't get. I've gotten into one duel, and I've been doing this again 2 years, so. Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3. I usually just skip doing Dane's Leaf because I don't even consider doing. It's so funny, you know, Dane's Leaf. I hadn't realized that. I guess it's the last time I fought him. I hadn't played Genshin. And I mean, like, I knew Dane's Leaf was, like, a mythological figure. I knew they were already reusing that name, but it's funny, because now it makes me think of Genshin. Which actually, I haven't played much Genshin lately. Oh boy, I'm gonna... Oh no, I'm gonna get hit by that. Yep, that's not good. Yeah, I would recommend not following me with my 7 vulnerability stacks. Limit break at will! Anyone and everyone, limit break at will! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey! Nice. So while I'm dead, let me tell you about Super Chats. You can donate money to make other celebrate shit and silly voices. It goes along with helping out the channel and gives us things like the ability to do gummy worms, hire ladies to make new art, which is in the midst of doing, and things beyond that. It also pleases me and allows me to please the money gods, otherwise known as the IRS. Also, if I say silly things if you pay money, I will say them in a funny voice. Is that worth it? Only you can decide. There's a secret for getting into your instance. There's a secret. Telling us you want to be on our team, and then we come out of the instance and we put you in our team. That's our secret decoy. Also, good to see you. Glad to have you. Feel more relaxed now. Thank you. I just hope I get a ticket. I mean, Raven, here's the reality, especially with us working together. Like, I think everyone who's going to get a ticket, wants a ticket, will be able to get one. I could try to get some people from my static, but I think we're going into Uwu soon anyways. Might be a hard sell. Well, okay, but Jade, what if I killed one of... Well, okay, no, because you're going to need them later. What if I paid one of them off to hang out in their own house for the better part of a month while I instead took their place? No, you didn't get in the duel. Sorry, Jade. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead back. I think probably because we've got raid in a little bit here. We're gonna start calling it soon, though. But for those of you who want to keep doing Bozja, definitely feel free to keep going. We're gonna start wrapping up in a little bit here. One of the things I would recommend doing is don't forget to turn in your fragments and also to open up your Southern Front lockboxes. Also, don't forget to keep collecting your different your memories and your raw emotion and all that stuff. Hold on to that as you will use it for the relic weapons for Shadowbringers, which are all very pretty. The whole thing is locked to an hour cooldown. Just get the Fate Chain back up. Yeah. I forgot I usually map hop F. Thanks. Well, Raven, we can do Bozja again one of these days the same way that we do Eureka every now and then. Speaking of, guys, what do you want to do next week? I know some of you have had a couple pitches. Also, if you any of you guys ever want to do Bozja with me and help, like, farm that note that I'm looking for, or like just farm metal with me by doing that, you can looking for group for me. I usually do it at least one night a week for like about an hour, maybe right before bed, but I would do other times. Oh, I want those balloons so bad! Someone tell me that someone quit, please, someone please tell me not to spend $24 on those balloons. I need that money for, I need that money for other uses. Golden Saucer, my only idea, I'm bad with coming up with ideas. That's all good, Raven. The fucked up thing is none of these fragments sell on Dynamis, so I just have a million lost slashes. Okay, Jade, what if, and hear me out, you gave them to me, I sold them for you, and then I gave you a cut? Don't buy them. It's not worth. God damn it, Umino. Don't even think about spending $24 on the blues. Save it for the umbrella. I don't. Thanks for creating the runway. Also, I think I've still had this glam on for forever, but get it, it's a suit of armor. Balloon, I'll get the F-22. I mean, the Gabriel mount is basically an F-22, right? Like, it suits. Let me know. Part of me though, part of me wants to like farm that note on stream. Maybe I'll go do it as like an off-hours stream on Twitch because I want to know what my reaction is when I get it. Zach, good to see you. Glad to have you. I want to be Barry Poppins, y'all. I need an AC 130 mount. Not to derail back to the earlier points, but my thing with FF12 is more specifically that Moogles and Evilies are meant to be just as capable as the other races, but in 12 they're not. Not having one as party members sort of emphasizes it. Yeah, I guess so. I guess like I see it much more akin to like Moogles, like in 14. Where they don't, like, play a main role, but they, like, are still very capable, you know? But I see what you're saying. Better than Eureka, fight me. No, I agree, Zach. I think 100% Bozja is better than Eureka, no question. I think the problem for me with Bozja is that... The big problem with me for Bozja is that the scaling isn't perfect, and there's no pity system for the notes. Other than that, I think Bozja is basically great. There's not like I don't like the lost action system, but I appreciate it for the people who like it, and I think Bozja is the perfect place to put something like it. So like it's just, you know, it's the right place for it to be. Fair. Yeah. Drop 1 week. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, who the fuck is mocking me? Vadi! Why do all of you... Ray with the fucking... I'm drinking my green apple sake. Y'all can go home. Y'all can go home. I'm drunk. Well, hang on. Mumbling and FF12 managed to hunt the guild, and a bunch of them run all the airships travel. I think FF12 will seem a lot more grounded in reality. I mean, it depends what you mean by reality, right? I feel like the only question is what's the reality of the game world. Yeah, and they run the airship travel. I mean, like, yeah, they're more akin to, like... This is going to be a weird thing to say, but I think it's true. The Moogles in FF12 are like Lalafels in Final Fantasy XIV. Especially, like, the Dunes folk. Where FF14 Moogles are fairies. Yeah, they're definitely Fae, if nothing else. You're not drunk, you're... God. Bling, we almost got through the entire day without you making one of those jokes. I've never been drunk before. I'm almost 22. Is it worth it? Raven, I didn't have my first drink until I was 21 because I literally was that. I mean, not that I was like straight edge in turn. Family with addicted personalities was around a lot of situations and stuff, so like I just didn't drink alcohol until I was technically of legal age. Well, except for one instance, but like, no, you're not really missing anything. I drink alcohol when I do, just because I actually like green apple sake and stuff, because I like the taste. I don't drink to get drunk. It also depends on the kind of person you are. Like, for some people, the social lubrication of it can be very helpful so that they don't stress in social situations, in moderation. So it can be beneficial in those circumstances. I also like the taste of most drinks. Yeah, Raven, I would say that, like, there's a couple of things that, like, there's a lot of alcohol that I think is just tastes bad, but some are lovely. You know, like, again, like, I love putting sake with Coke, for instance. You know, or sake and Dr. Pepper tastes great, or green apple sake. I cannot recommend enough the Hana Fuji apple sake. Really, really good stuff. Apparently, this is a sake recommendation stream. Hello, I'm Elio Hello, I'm Elio Forgeron, and today we're going to be trying sakes, starting with green apple. Tomorrow, we'll be trying plum. The day after, lychee. Lost Ashen say they've tried to make more, some guild, though. Yeah, Eureka, I think, makes more, mostly because of the things you can get out of the lockboxes. But you can get some good stuff out of the... Yeah, I would be interested, Zach, if like you actually cobbled together like the full gambit. If you sold everything you got from like a week's haul of playing nothing but both, which would make more money. But yeah, Bean, do you want to help roll us out here? Do you want to do some of the lovely links? Yes, merchandise, Redbubble, if you want stickers like these tea stickers. You can get them over at Redbubble, as well as a lot of the emotes have stickers as well. Although I do need to update them, I believe. I don't know if our Deadpool stickers are on there. I need to get my Deadpool Paladin sticker so I can put it on my PC. Once these cancel have archivists, we don't have those yet, but sign up for our Patreon anyways. As we said before, it goes a long way towards supporting us. And get your name in the banner above my head, as well as the end of videos. Get your series overheard in Eorzean on Twitter. Yes, where Ray finds all sorts of fun little snippets around Eorzea. Oh, there's some funny shit in this game. But yeah, I need to do Eureka myself. Just watched it from someone, and it's pretty good. But Bozjan was just better in general narrative for me. I'm not a big... I don't think... You missed earlier, Zach. I think Bozjan actually kind of has a very poor narrative. I think conceptually it's good, and I think if you cobbled together all of the notes and you cobbled together all of the Fate stories and you put it all together, it works. I think on its own merits, it kind of falls apart in certain places, and its characterization and characters feel very informed, like, without giving you a chance to actually engage with them. And then also the way it handles Misija, not so much like as a character, but the way in which people refer to and talk about her seems odd to me. But that's a whole nother conversation. I am going to head out here. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Based on me not engaging Eureka myself. I mean, Eureka is story-light, to be fair. Like, so it's not... there is more of denseness with which Bozjan has over Eureka in general. And Eureka, like... Yeah. Not going to go into the whole, like, subscribe, share thing. Right, because I might say something like you should sub the subscribe button. Nope, that doesn't work. Lick the like... Chart the share button? Yeah, I guess actually, please don't do that to your computer. Just do a Gabi a favor and share the channel with a friend. Yes, please. Yeah, you can share any of the videos that you found funny with us with a friend. It goes a long way towards supporting the whole channel. Have a good night, man. Yeah. Night Raven, night Decoy, night Yukio, night Ryan, Bling, night. Don't worry. Well, Zach, you can always watch the recap. And also, if you want to know when streams go live, you can always join us over on the, you can always go join the Discord. This is why I need Gabi bombs. Kiku, good to see, glad to have you, and have a good night. Elio's currently saying good night, a good warm-ups to 6S. Hey, I would like to point out that when we did 6S last week, I had no problems getting that shit down. Okay, have a great night, everyone. Yeah, good night, Kira. See you guys soon. Don't forget, we'll be back on Monday. Cheers and good night.